an early loss, and my first thought was, I haven't been a very good friend to my friends who've lost their babies. It was one of my first thoughts, because it's so hard as a friend to understand what they've been through, and it's not as tangible.
People will say things like, oh, well, you can try again. Or, you know, lots of pregnancies end this way. And they say things that they hope will be of use to you. People always want to do the best, but don't necessarily realise that it's not what you want to hear in that moment. And really, I think what I say to people is, if you don't know what to say, just say, I'm so sorry for your loss, and I hope you're okay. And if you need an ear, I'm here.
If anyone could have just said to me, what is it that I can do to help you today? Oh, I probably would have cried, but that's what I would need to hear, because I know that person is genuinely there to care for me at that moment.
I 私の母親に最初に1回目の流産の時に話して、その時に彼女は私を励ますために言ってくれた言葉が私はすごく傷ついて、それ以降母親には話さなくなった。何を言われたかというと、それは流産っていうのは世の中にいっぱいある、普通にあることだから、よくあることだからしょうがないねって言われたのが、今悲しんでる自分にどうしてそんなことを言うのか理解できなくて、すごく悲しかった。
Children are very important in all cultures, incredibly important. And so where women have had miscarriage, sometimes they can hold a lot of shame around that.
Each culture will have a different value system that they place on a pregnancy loss, and then inevitably, if people know about it, they'll project their judgment, and that's often really hard for parents. And what you really need somebody to do is just to sit with you and say, I'm sorry this has happened to you, and just be with you rather than to be judging you.
If I want to be fair, I think at that moment there was no right thing to say.
Most island families, they just keep it in. Because I would never talk like this to my parents. Yeah. It's just hard.
I think we were the only people who could support each other. Especially I should have supported her. And I think we were quite lucky that we had somehow educated families who didn't blame us, who didn't blame her. But at the same time, I do understand that some people don't have such a luck.
He's got a lot of good mates, and you know, they are supportive, but they were silently supportive. They didn't really message him.
They admitted that they didn't know what to say, so they said nothing at all, when they could have just said,
bro, are you all right? You know, just something that, you know, or thinking of you.
But they were always there, obviously.
Yeah, I think I talked to my few friends, but they cannot even understand, because male to male, even they not married.
When you can't understand what someone's going through, doesn't mean you can't still give them the time and space and the kind of permission to feel crappy and feel upset.
People will say, oh, you'll get over it, you'll have another one. This baby is the important one right now. This baby is your baby, and families may go ahead and have another baby, but that is not going to replace this baby.
It doesn't matter, you know, how early or how far in pregnancy it was. We made its picture. We imagined that baby with us. The baby was already with us. It was 3 of us already, and we lost that.
私が3年前3回続いた時の悲しかった時にすごく励まされたのは、やっぱり流産の経験がある人に話して話を聞いてもらう、 その時の気持ちを共感するっていうだけですごく、励まされたし、ちょっと落ち着けた。
If you're supporting someone, whether you're a whānau member or a loved one or a friend or a health professional, I think be guided by the person who's in front of you. You know, ask them what they need from you. Don't be afraid to check in, pick up the phone, make sure they're doing okay. And some people will feel absolutely fine and others will be devastated by this experience. So being there and walking their journey with them, I think, is the important thing.
Just think it's important that you know that it's okay to feel bad, and then, you know, if you are seeing a counsellor, tell people.
I think what is good to do is to normalise miscarriage as being not everyone's but many people's normal part of their kind of journey to becoming a parent, but also not downplaying it either.
Be there for them. If you've had a similar experience and it's appropriate to share it, and just encourage them to talk about it. Because I think for us in our experience, it really did help talking to other people about what we've been through to normalise the fact that we had miscarried.
Sit there and let them cry. And I will not try to reason with them. Logic doesn't always work.